Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Allegro here, and as you can probably tell, I am doing some Stronghold 2 today. Basically, here's how this is going to work. This series is going to start out with me making a custom map for use in Kingmaker, and then after I create the map, then I will play it. And see what the computer will do. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to make a Kingmaker, a new Kingmaker map. And what I want to do, actually, is, it's probably not going to look exactly the way I want it. I am going to see what this looks like. Yeah, that'll do. I'm going to make like a Crusades in the desert. So we're just starting out with this. And obviously I have some like Oasis things, but the way I make maps usually is each player will have an advantage somehow in some field, whether it's easily defended, or they'll have a lot of resources, or a lot of space to build, or a lot of estates that they are surrounded by, which adds a layer of defense. But one player won't have all those advantages. So let's go do. Okay, nearly done. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is well, that's icky. That's icky looking. There we go. Some variation, but not too much, where it looks disgusting. Okay, so we have nice dune sand there. Just kind of making it special looking. So that way it's just not one texture. So it's more or less just making it. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. Alright. Once I get it to look the way I want it, as far as sand is concerned, I will add stuff that I want to add, like elevation, and things like that. And possibly like a river oasis. Whoops, I didn't want that. How did it deselect it? Alright, so there we go. So now it is time to add some elevation. Now, the idea that I'm having for this map is like some sand dunes. And relax, I know I will adjust that accordingly. But I mean, just it's going to be difficult to build in the center just because of terrain, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, so now that's not what I want. How did I do it the last time? I'll kind of mask it a little bit, I suppose. Another thing I can do, I can just lower this slightly. Like so. So that way, it's not too obtuse. You guys are probably going, oh, you should, do this in like Stronghold Crusader to get this, if you wanted like a desert type thing. Alright, so now we are going to have river. Note how the water direction changes in the direction that you click and drag. Okay, and then we'll have oops, I'll fix that. There we go. The water conjoins kind of like a delta. Geographically speaking, it's not entirely accurate as far as which direction the river meanders. I like it. What I'll do here is a third branch on that side, and then a fourth branch on this side. Just to kind of change water direction. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. I am doing my best, folks. I am not artistically, I'm not an artist by any means. Alright, so now what I would like to do is, because when you have rivers, it's not just all sand. You actually do have an oasis looking. Actually looks fairly habitable right off the shore. If you've ever been to Egypt, you'll notice, especially in Google Maps, it'll be really green near the Nile River. Really green near the Nile River, and then as you leave Egypt, you'll start seeing the desert. Okay, so on that one side, so it's just kind of, I think this looks kind of nice, to be honest. Then again, I'm biased. Alright, so maybe then what I'll do is, got some dirt here. Nah, maybe not dirt. Maybe we will go with, or was it? Stones. Not that. It's a little bit better. Much better. Okay. So, this is kind of looking decent at the moment. Again, I don't profess to be an artist by any stretch of the imagination. Now, if we were to turn this map and click on this arrow, this is what it would look like when we go to start stuff. So obviously you can see that much of the elevation and uneven ground is on one side, so we'll have to kind of rectify that and at least make them both sides look a little bit even in that respect. So I don't know why it always defaults me to there. Okay, so elevation. Alright, so whoops. Yeah, a little bit too much. A little overzealous. Alright, so then we have... Oops. Now this is where it's going to get a little unrealistic, I suppose, in terms of the vegetation, because Stronghold 2, you know, you can see there really aren't desert trees, and so that by and large is a bit of a problem, especially because oak trees you aren't going to see in a desert, so you need to be kind of creative with how this works. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I still haven't adjusted elevation yet of some areas. Alright, just kind of like brush it, brush. Okay. Let's go here, but brush. A little too high. Brush. Alright. Well, I think this will about do it for a first episode, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be back with another episode as this map starts to take shape. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Allegro signing off. Until next time, play on.